What's good, YouTubers? My name is Gib The Great. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon X and Y Soul Link Wonderlocke. And I'm going to make this the last episode, you guys, just because the hype is real. The project is finally beginning to feel like it's going to close sometime soon, which it is, because today is going to be the final episode of Pokemon X and Y Soul Link Wonderlocke. So please make sure that before we even begin, if you have enjoyed this series or this episode, then please make sure you leave a like down below, a big blue thumb, just to show that your support for the series and for this episode has been absolutely incredible, you guys. Your support has actually, like, moved me in terms of bounds and what have you. Your support has absolutely been incredible. But as I say, today is going to be the final episode, because we are going to take on both the Elite Four and the Champion, hopefully if we get the chance to. And unfortunately, I have to do it first with my Y character, because we ended off the last episode with the Y character. We have to start today's episode with the Y character. And I know I said unfortunately, but there's a couple of reasons for that, and I'll go ahead and explain it in a minute once we did the scene preview and everything, which we're going to do right now. So, mark your calendars, you guys. It is right now. It is 5th of the 6th, 2015, 2015. Sorry, I don't know why I said 5th of the 6th. And today is the last episode of the Pokemon X and Y Soul Link Wonderlocke with Gardevoir, who's level 66, holding the Kingdrock with Psychic, Calm Mind, Moonblast, and Thunderbolt. As you can tell, you guys, I have changed up the movesets a little bit. I did hard scale some moves onto the Pokemon, as you can clearly see here in a minute. But I did trade up Dazzling Gleam for Moonblast on Gardevoir here, just because Moonblast is still 100% accurate, but it does hit that more powerful, just because Dazzling Gleam can hit both opponents in the double battle. Moonblast can only hit one, but it has that more power, and we're not really going to do double battles anytime soon, so that's why I went with Moonblast instead of Dazzling Gleam. But Gardevoir's also got Psychic, Calm Mind, and Thunderbolt, as I did say. You have Tentacruel level 65, holding the Toxic Plate with Surf, Toxic Spikes, Hex, and Venoshock. You have Golem level 65, holding the Quick Claw with Smackdown, Earthquake, Power Punch, and Heavy Slam. As I did say, I did hard scale Heavy Slam onto it, because I feel like Heavy Slam is a steel type move, just creates diversity on Golem, and Heavy Slam can actually do some pretty decent damage, because Golem is a heavy Pokemon nonetheless. Anyway, we have Relium level 65 as well, holding the Fist Plate with Seed Bomb, Mach Punch, Swords Dance, and Spore. Then we have Horntrail level 67, holding the Bright Powder with Fly, Sucker Punch, Foul Play, and Tailwind. And then finally, guys, we have our starter, Exploder level 66, holding the Silk Scarf with Return, Power Punch, Crunch, and Ice Fang. I did get rid of Uproar for Ice Fang, because our Exploder is more of a physical attacker than a special attacker. I could have got Hard Scale Boom Burst onto it, which would have made it a mixed attacker, and Boom Burst is an almighty powerful move, which I think 130 base attack, base power, sorry, which is absolutely incredible. But I want to, like, get set up with Power Punches, and then, you know, just in case, like, we have a Dragon type Pokemon inbound, we can just Ice Fang it to death, and then hopefully we should be good to go. Now, when I said unfortunately, guys, I do have a set strategy for what I'm going to do in Pokemon X, because we have, admittedly, some stronger Pokemon in there. We have Manectric, who can easily take down Seabold, the water type Pokemon, Elite Four member. We have Flygon, who can take down Malva, the fire type. We have Salamence, who can take down the dragon type, and then we also have Arcanine, who can take down the steel type. With this, I feel like I'm gonna have to, like, go with the flow a bit. I might have to heal up my Pokemon a little bit. I don't know, but hopefully we shall see where we go. So, where do we start in terms of Elite Four members? Well, I was thinking of starting off with the water type, because, as you can probably tell, I want to do what I did last time in Pokemon Y Wonder Type Lock. I want to take on the Elite Four members who seem easier to me, just so we're that little bit stronger for the toughest one. And obviously the toughest one being Rickstrom. So, yeah, I really want to beat him this time. I really do want to beat him this time. Spoilers alert, but I did lose the Pokemon Y Wonder Type Lock just because of Rickstrom and Rickstrom alone. So, yeah, so I'm thinking using Calm Mind on Gardevoir just to buff it up a bit, and then we'll Thunderbolt everything on Seabold's team. When it comes to Malva and Drasna, I'm thinking of using a mixture of both Golem and Gardevoir, just because Golem can handle, well, it can't really handle the Dragalge, because I think Dragalge can surf it, but if we can hit it with an Earthquake and get the Quick Claw off, then that'd be amazing, and then that'd be Dragalge out of the way. And then pretty much everything else we can just deal with Gardevoir, you know, just Moonblast everything, Moonblast the Altaria, Moonblast the Noivern, Moonblast the Druddigon, and hopefully we should be good to go. But when it comes to Wickstrom, mind you, we don't have anything that's super effective on Steel types apart from Golem with Earthquake here. But then again, you have Pokemon like not Klefki, Aegislash, who can really dish out some decent damage, and then you have Pokemon like Scizor, who only has a 4-type effectiveness to fire, like a 4-type weakness to fire, sorry, and that is, we don't have any fire-type moves on our Pokemon, so definitely Scizor, once again, is going to be a main problem to deal with, but if we can hit it hard on its special side, you know, set up some, I don't want to set up with Gardevoir just because Gardevoir is weak to Steel, but hopefully a combination of like Tentacruel and Breloom with priority Mach Punch or something, I don't know. But we'll have to go with it as we go along. So, here's hoping, you guys, we can do it this time. Here's hoping we can beat the Elite Four. I do have a plan in my head for Pokemon X, so I'm not really too worried about that. But as I say, because I did end off the last episode with the Pokemon Y character, I do have to start this off with the Pokemon Y. And obviously, if we do lose Pokemon, then that's going to have an issue for our Pokemon X character, because I don't want to lose someone who can put in effort for another team member. So let's say here I lost Gardevoir for some reason. That means I lose Bennett. So that'd be really, really bad for taking down a member of the Elite Four with Bennett and what have you. You're the illustrious Gibbs, aren't you? Welcome at last to the Pokemon League. I am one of the Elite Four. People know me as a Fire-type Pokemon user, Malva. Here in the Pokemon League, you'll encounter the 4 of us, the Elite Four, and our champion. If you hope to meet the champion and challenge her here, you must first defeat the 4 of us. Do your best, because if you can't impress us with your real strength, you'll never get to battle her. But it should be a walk for you in the park, right? The heroine who destroyed Big Bad Team Flare. Pretty certain she's a member of Team Flare, just throwing that out there. Pokemon Z confirmed, XY, XZ confirmed, YZ confirmed, Y2, X2 confirmed. Alright, so, as I said, we are going to go and challenge the water type first, being Seabold, or Seabold, I don't know how you pronounce it. But I do know for a fact that Seabold has moves, I think he has pretty much all the moves that get boosted by Mega Launcher, just because Chlorita does get Mega Launcher first. So, you know, you got like Water Pulse, Aura Sphere, Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Heal Pulse if you really want to be specific and heal up us up, but, you know, Seabold doesn't run that. So what I'm thinking is setting up some Calm Minds, because you really like to be loud waterfalls, don't you? I'm thinking of setting up some Calm Minds just because Chlorita can't really touch me, and then we'll be set up for any other Pokemon he's got, which I think is Gyarados, Starmie, and the Barbarical, so I don't know, we'll see how we go. No, I simply can't say. You there, young lady, I have a question I must pose to you. Do you think Pokemon battling can never be worthy of being an art? Pokemon battles are the same. He's talking about food and Pokemon battles. Like, why are you talking about food puns in a Pokemon game series? Like, seriously? Come on now. But I think what I'm actually going to do, you guys, is I think a lot of people are probably wondering, so when do you actually win? Do you win with the Champion Diantha, or do you win with AZ? Now, I want to say, like, I won the Nuzlocke when I beat Diantha, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge myself a little bit and say I'm going to win the Nuzlocke when I beat AZ. Because some people like are different about that, because they say, like, AZ is not a proper challenge, you'll find him really easily and what have you, so I know, we'll see what we do from there, but that does a lot of damage, and that's because it was a crit, so thinking of setting up another Calm Mind here, just because that did 90 damage, and that was a crit, so even if this is another crit, we should still live another one, unless, of course, if it is a max roll, so don't be a crit. I mean, obviously, we are stocked up with, like, full restores and hyper potions and what have you, but I think being set up with 2 Calm Minds, we should be good to just go in and sweep after, so I'm going to full restore it just to make sure that we don't take any more damage, and, you know, if we do, like, not knock out our Pokemon with, like, a Thunderbolt or something, then we can, you know, live another one. Really? I just healed up as well? You're going to make me waste another full restore? Okay, well done, Claudia. Well done. I don't like that effect of Water Pulse where it has a chance to confuse you, and just the point where I was getting ready to go in and go ham, it confuses me. Alright, there we go. Right, get out the bag, and let's go for Thunderbolt. Let's see how much damage this does, actually. I have a feeling, because it's from Gardevoir, even though it's not stab, it should do some decent damage. Because already we've got the 1.5 in stab, in special attack, and more, because we went for 2 combines instead of 1. Now, Gyarados, Lysandre's Gyarados was a bigger problem than this one, and especially in the Wonder Type Lock. Gyarados and Wixstrom were both a big problem for me, because they really did wipe out pretty much my whole team, so glad we got that threat out the way. Oh, I left the experience share on. That's right, you guys, I did use the experience share to level up the Pokemon just a little bit, because you can probably tell that I did grind the levels up and what have you. So hopefully some of you aren't mad with me, you know, like using the experience share and leaving it on in this episode, just because you know, we're only gonna have what, 22 Pokemon to beat, including the champion. So if everyone gets some decent levels, I mean I was probably gonna keep the experience share on anyway, just because, you know, we really do need to be as strong as we can for Wixstrom, and some people might class it as cheating. Personally, I don't think it is, but, you know, so we'll see what we can do. So Snowy's going to set up the light screen, not that it matters anyway. If you were a Cosmic Power Starby with Special and Defense, maybe that might have mattered. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear, like, my door, like creaking or not opening and what have you. It's just because the wind is blowing it, and it should really stay shut. I should really put anything, like something behind the door, just to make sure that it doesn't keep on opening and closing and what have you. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a Coke ball down there. Even though if it stops rolling, it might be a little bit helpful. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Just going to make sure that the door doesn't keep on making noises in the background and what have you, because I don't know if you guys can hear that very well or not. Alright, so I'm going to swap out God of War for Golem now, because we are going to take on Malva next. And Malva can be a little bit easy, just because, you know, she does lead off with that Pyro. Pyro, I think, can carry Grass Knot. So, because we carry Sturdy, we should be able to live it. Hopefully we can get the Quick Claw to pop so we don't take any damage. But if we do take any damage, then we might have to resort to healing, which obviously isn't the best method, because, you know, nobody likes spam potion healing and what have you. So it can be a bit very annoying, but I don't know, I think I might just keep using potions and what have you. Welcome, challenger, to my blazing chamber. I'm Malva, and I shall be your opponent today. I love how Malva keeps it short and sweet, just like the gym leaders in 5th gen. Like, seriously, they say like 2 sentences and then straight into the battle. Alright, Pyro. What have you got for me? Pyro, 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 Pyro. So in comes Golem, and obviously what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go for Earthquake. Noble Roar. See, it's at that point there where I wish I went for Power Punch now, just because we do have, we still do have Power Punch, and that, we can pretty much just do it now, really, if we really wanted to, just because I know she's going to heal up. So if we can get set up with Power Punch, maybe we should be in a good position, because I mean, we haven't taken any damage yet, and plus that can do some decent work actually. So I might just go for Power Punches here. I mean, Hyper Voice is going to hit us, but it's practically going to do nothing. And I think you also have Dark Pulse as well, so I'm going to keep on going for Power Punches, because I know you have Dark Pulse, sorry, not Dark Void. You're not a Darkrai. Alright, so hopefully, I was going to say, hopefully that doesn't kill, so she would have to waste another restore, and then we can heal up our Pokemon as well, so I don't know, but it's a shame. Alright, so Torkoal's going to come in here. Now, what is Torkoal going to do? I'm going to go for Earthquake. We do outspeed, even without the Quick Claw, so, and this is +2, or is it -1, neutral, yeah, it's +2, so Chandelure, I have a feeling I made the worst mistake ever, just because I have a feeling this gets Energy Ball, doesn't it? So I'm going to full restore onto Golem, and if this does have Energy Ball, I'm swapping out, because I'm not leaving it up to Quick Claw. Shadow Ball, how much is this going to do? Yeah, that's way too much damage, and there's a special defense drop as well, so I'm going to have to swap out of here, and I'm probably going to swap out into Exploud, just to get that immunity with the Ghost type in there, and go for Crunch as well. So, it's a good thing we do still have Crunch on Exploud, actually. Confuse Ray. Come on. am fairly certain this thing's got Energy Ball. Is it not? I mean, I know it's got, like, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Pain Split, maybe? Although I'm pretty certain it would have gone for the... Oh my Jesus Christ, that does way too much damage. Explode, there we go. Alright. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swap back out into my Golem and heal it up because of the Talonflame coming in. Now, Talonflame, what I think it's going to do is, I think it gets Swords Dance, Quick Attack, Flare Blitz, and Brave Bird. So, when I come back in with my Golem, I'm going to heal it up, see what it wants to do, and then go for Smackdown, and then kill it. Alright, so, heal up, see what it wants to do, and then Smackdown and kill it. So, let's go for full restore on Golem. And then obviously I'm going to heal up the Pokemon if they get damaged in between battles and what have you. So, well, you're going to go for Flare Blitz, that's okay, because we are going to tank that. Yummy, 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 yummy. And I remember, like, I think it was in a battle or something, I think it was in a Wi-Fi battle as well. We do get the Quick Claw, which is very nice indeed, so that should be a dead Talonflame. But I do remember, I think in a Wi-Fi battle, I don't think this was a saved Wi-Fi battle, you know, I don't think it was with a competitive team or anything. But I remember that when I think when a Charizard went for Flare Blitz, it got the chance to burn. And now I hardly recall Flare Blitz getting chances to burn. Because, I mean, you know, Darmanitan, Sheer Force, Flare Blitz is not going to burn, Rock Slide's not going to flinch, you know, so on and so forth. But he actually got the burn with... Oh, we have rare candies as well. I forgot about rare candies. Who wants to have a rare candy? We have 2 of them, so I'm just going to, like, full restore some Pokemon up as well. I should have really sold my revives because we don't really need revives. Okay, right. Rare candy. Who wants a rare candy? Everyone is pretty much like already there. But you know what? I'm gonna give it to Golem and I'm gonna give it to Golem and Gardevoir just because you know we're going up against the Dragon type trainer next. So I feel like that's who we're gonna need to level up just to get those extra boosts in attack, special attack, and what have you. Just to make sure that we can take down, you know, her Pokemon as well. So this episode may be a bit longer just because we're trying to squish everything into it with, you know, with Diantha, the Elite Four, Diantha, and then AZ as well. So hopefully you guys don't mind, but what I'll do is, if we do beat the champion, and then it takes like ages because you know how it takes ages for the bit to transition between Diantha and AZ. I'll probably cut that bit out because you know with the whole celebratory bit in Lumiose City, I'll show the footage in Pokemon Y first, and you know just because we don't really need to show that in Pokemon X if we've already done it. So hopefully you guys don't mind, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can get there first because, like I said, this is proving really hard to beat in Pokemon Y. Facing opponents like you grows my team like a farmer on weeds or something. I know. Elite Four Drasna. Drasna I thought was like a complete pushover in my personal playthrough of like Pokemon X. Like before I even started up this account on YouTube, so I thought for her it was a total pushover, but let's see what we can do with Diantha here. So Drasna, sorry, not Diantha. So if we can get the Quick Claw with Earthquake, that'd be... We outspeed it naturally? Okay, so I guess we don't have to worry about being surfed. What is your base speed, Dragalge? I mean, I know we're 5 levels ahead of you, but, like, if a Golem can outspeed you, then what is your, Wait, what are you going to send in now? Druddigon, did that say? That says Druddigon. I'm going to go out into, a Gardevoir, because if we can get set up with Hyper Voices, that'd be really nice. Because, I mean, what do you have? You have a Druddigon, Altaria, and an Oivan. So, if we can get set up with at least one Carmine, I'd be happy because it can't Dragon Tail us out. So, you know, we won't lose our stats or anything. So, yeah. So, chip away. That actually does quite a bit of decent damage. So, hopefully, though, Moonblast should kill. I mean, it's a Gardevoir and it's only a Druddigon. So, what point was I saying before? Yeah, so this is like really difficult so far because, you know, I had the whole plan and everything in Pokemon X because I grinded first on Pokemon Y just because I had the cartridge in first, so I got everyone else like leveled up first. And then I thought about like the plan in my head, how I would take down the Elite Four and everything while I was recording this. And then after I grinded them up and had my plan and everything, then I went over to Pokemon X. And then, you know, because we have I'd say we have slightly stronger Pokemon there, so it'd be a bit easier for us to necessarily sweep everyone's teams. So okay, so that didn't flinch. Okay, good. So Noivern does go down to the Moonblast, and that is 3 out of 4 done. The only problem is now is that we've got to take down Wickstrom, and this cartridge does not have a very good luck with Wickstrom, because if you guys don't know that I actually like use the same game cartridges and everything for recording these series. I just delete the last save I had just so, you know, it'd be a bit easier for me. I'm actually going to use my last Hyper Potion on Gardevoir as well. It's a good thing I bought so many full restores, otherwise I don't know what I do. But yeah, so so like I overwrite the saves in my personal Let's Plays, because you guys don't know this already. This is the second time I've Let's Played Pokemon Y, and because ORAS was released before I actually like did the next playthrough on Pokemon X, I Pokebanked the Pokemon over from Pokemon X from my personal playthrough and put them in ORAS, so I could start a new save on this on the Pokemon X cartridge as well. Okay, so I know you lead off with a Klefki, and Klefki likes a set of rocks or spikes. Sorry, so the only annoying thing is we don't have a way to get rid of those rocks, or spikes. I keep on saying rocks like stealth rocks or something. So it may be a bit of an annoyance, but, you know, Pokemon like Honchkrow aren't bothered by the Stealth Rocks just because it is like flying and then Flygon's levitating, even though Flygon's on the other team and what have you. But we'll worry about X when we come to it. I think we'll honestly be better in X just because, you know, as I said, we do have a little bit of stronger Pokemon with slightly better movesets, I want to say. I know, but once, yeah, because I did like hard scale. I think I only hard scaled some I think I hard-scaled Extreme Speed onto Arcanine, and then Dragon Rush and Zen Headbutt onto Salamence as well, because I think I mentioned in the last episode, I think it was, how we had so many Dark-type moves on our Pokemon that I didn't feel Salamence needed Crunch, and also with Hone Claws as well. Dragon Rush would become more accurate and it hits harder than Dragon Claw, so hard-scaled that back onto it, and then Psychic type moves can hit poison and fighting types as well. So, you know, so a bit of move diversity, and then with Home Claws and everything, it should be a bit more accurate. But I really don't know how we're going to take down this Wickstrom, especially Scizor as well. Scizor could be a bit of a problem. Alright, so everyone's, I don't think you guys would mind me having the experience share on. Obviously, some of you might complain because I know that you definitely can't keep everyone happy in the PokeTuber community and what have you, but, you know, hopefully you guys don't mind as well. So, I'm going to go for the Power Punch on the Probopass. I am actually going to outspeed it as well, so that's special. Oh, do we actually speed type a Probopass? That is what I don't want to know. Actually, I'm going to research this right now. I have my laptop on, so, ready on hand, so I want to actually know if we actually outspeed Probopass, because we're 5 levels higher than it. So, can you actually load? Like, thank you. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear the load up bit. Indeed you did. So, it's actually, like, funny story for you guys. I downloaded, like, Windows 10 when the update for it was available. And honestly, Windows 10 is great. I love Windows 10 so much. But the problem with Windows 10 is that it isn't compatible with Movie Maker, because Movie Maker doesn't load the playback footage and what have you, so it does suck. So I've had to go back to Windows 7 just so I can keep the content flowing for you guys until like I get a different editing software and what have you. But you know, it does suck, right? So Probopass's base speed is 40. What is Golem's? Because I mean, I've been used to Windows 7 for quite some time, so I don't mind using Windows 7, but I would like to have the perks of Windows 10 as well. So we actually do outspeed Probopass. So I might as well just go for Earthquake, just because, you know, we do outspeed it by 5 points, which I actually thought we'd being slower, just because look at Golem and then look at Probopass. But, you know, at least I know that we do outspeed it now, so I think you're going to send in Sizzle now, and I should have kept Bulbapedia open, actually. That was my bad. We'll keep Bulbapedia open. So we know that now our base speed is 90. Right, okay, that's good. Question is, what is Aegislash's base speed? No, I didn't click go for no reason. I wanted to type in Aegislash. Alright, yes, Aegislash Pokemon, it can manipulate people and Pokemon alike. Your base speed is 60. I wish I could compare Golem's and Aegislash's stat in game, just because I don't know if we're going to outspeed it, because we're only 4 levels higher. I think actually you're going to might go for King Shield first, because I think that's what you did in Pokemon Y. So if you go for King Shield first, you know, just to scout and everything, then we can heal up. And of course you're not, because I healed up. Oh, how much damage are you going to do to me with Iron Head? Oh, that's quite a lot of damage. Hopefully you go back into your Blade form, or your Shield form, just so I can get a bit of damage on you. Because I want to keep Golem in here, because oh my god, you're going to keep on going for Iron Head. That's a crit! But I mean, we had Sturdy anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Alright, so how I'm going to defeat you? I could go into X-Cloud, but then again, how do I know when you're going to King Shield and not? Oh, that's a worrying thing, you see. I just might have to Spore you with Breloom, which does suck, but that's the only way I can see of beating it. Like, that's actually the only way that I can see of beating it. So, it does suck that I have to Spore just to try and win, but, oh, Spikes as well. Sacred Sword? Okay, we can tank that. So I'm gonna go for Spore. You actually do stay in your thingy as well, but I don't know. It might go for King Shield now and then swap into his form just so it can be a bit defensive. I don't know, like, if it's gonna do that or not. No, it actually doesn't as well. Are you gonna attack? Oh, please don't get first turn Wake Up. Okay, thank you. Right, just to be on the safe side, do I attack now? Because what? It's paper thin. It's like, it's got base 50 defense right now, so because I'm Solar Stance up and it's asleep, do I go for a Seed Bomb? You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for Seed Bomb. Hopefully it kills. Oh, it doesn't. And you wake up and you go for Iron Head. And we die. Alright, so that is, who's that? I think that's Flygon. Oh, we needed Flygon as well. Oh, shoot. Right, so that's a problem. That is most definitely a problem. Wickstrom always does the work to me. I tell you, Wickstrom always does work. See, now I know you're gonna heal up. So I might go for... I'm gonna go for Foul Play, because I was thinking of going for Tailwind, but then you go for King Shield, and then that'd be bad. So it's better just to get you out of there now, Aegislash. I should have gone into Honchkrow first, but I did. Honchkrow's like got really weak defense, so I don't know whether or not we would have taken like an Iron Head or a Sacred Sword or what have you. But I'm sad that I've lost Breloom just because of Flygon as well. Like, Flygon would have been so good for Malva. I don't know who I'm going to use for Malva now. That's what I'm worried about. Like, the most. I'm worried about Malva the most with my X team. Alright, so I'm going to set up the Tailwind. What are you going to do? You're going to go for Iron Head too. That does just over half. I might go for Foul Play and then go for Fly. Just because you've got really high attack stat. I'm going to go for Foul Play. See how much it does. Okay, so it does half. Oh my god, we live on 1. Oh my god, we live on 1. Do I swap? No, I'm going to go for Foul Play again. Oh, Bullet Punch! I forgot about Bullet Punch! Oh my god, so that's Aegislash gone as well. Shoot, I'm not thinking straight. Okay, think. Who to go out into now? Shoot. I'm gonna go out into Gardevoir. I have to go out into Gardevoir. Yeah, I have to go into Gardevoir. Shoot, man! And it sucks because I can't heal up. Alright, Thunderbolt. Would this have killed? Yes. Alright, so Wickstrom goes down, so we are definitely taking on Diantha, but we lost 2 of our members. Our newest members as well. I forgot about Bullet Punch. Like, if you had Iron Technician... Oh my god. So he did beat Wickstrom, which is good, but we lost 2 of our members. The newest members to the team as well. Alright, so now it's a question of how do we take out Diantha? Not a lot of people are going to agree with me on this, but I might just set up Calm Minds with Gardevoir and just sweep. Just because I really can't do anything else. Like, I think my whole mindset with Diantha was just to go in with Breloom and just Swords Dance and everything, but then again, she does send out Hawlucha first, so that would have been bad, I guess, but... Okay, so... what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? It's the 4 that's been with us the longest as well, because Breloom and Honchkrow we just added to the team, and they died. Like, I seriously thought that Seed Bomb could have taken out Aegislash, and then that Foul Play. I forgot about Bullet Punch. How can I forget about Bullet Punch? Alright, so we've all seen Diantha before. We've all seen Diantha before. Unfortunately, no one has seen Diantha on my account yet, just because I haven't got to her. But she's here now! Alright, Diantha. I hate myself now. I hate myself because of my stupid mistakes. Alright, laptop, you can go to sleep now, actually, just because I'm done with you. Alright, so do I just go straight up for the Moonblast? I mean, for the Psychic. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to go for the Psychic, just because it is Stab and it should kill Hawlucha. And I don't really want to, like, it poisoning jabbing me while I set up and everything, so... Right, so that's one threat out of the way. Gourgeist. See, this is what I was talking about, you guys. If you lose a couple of team members, it can seriously impact the way that you play the other game. So because we've lost Breloom and Honchkrow now, we can't use Flygon and Aegislash, which Flygon was going to be useful for Malva, and it would have been useful for Wickstrom as well, because of the Probe Pass and everything. Alright, so you're going to go for Phantom Force, so that gives me perfect opportunity to switch out into X-Cloud, you know, not doing anything risky by keeping Gardevoir in when we have perfect immunity with X-Cloud. So, I'm going to go for the Crunch. I could have gone for the Ice Fang, had that chance to freeze, but I think Crunch would do more. Trick or Treat. Okay, so now I'm a Ghost type. Which means that your Phantom Forces will be super effective against me, but hopefully that was a min roll and we get a max roll. Alright, good. But now we're going to have to swap out because I don't know what she's going to send in now. I know she's still got her fossils in Tyrantrum, Aurorus, and then I think she's also got Goodra as well, which can be a big problem to deal with. So you were sending it out Tyrantrum, so I'm going to send out Golem. And hopefully we do outspeed and we can hit it with an Earthquake. Because we do still have Sturdy and Golem, which is great, by the way. Man, if I had Rockhead, imagine how many times Golem would have died by now. Oh my god. Okay, Earthquake. Let's do it. Oh, you outspeed. Okay, we do have Sturdy though, which is great. And we tank it as well. Alright, so I don't think you're going to appreciate my Earthquakes. Oh, but you do live. Well done for living. How much damage would Heavy Slam do? Oh, we get the Quick Claw. Doesn't matter anyway, because you heal up. Right, Heavy Slam. How much damage is Heavy Slam going to do against Tyrantrum? Okay, not a lot. Now I'm just wondering if that's a full restore. Oh god, please don't get a crit now. Okay, good, no crit. Oh god. Right, so that's Tyrantrum down, so that's half a team gone. We level up, which is great. We level up, which is great. Now you're sending in Gudra. So now's the perfect time to set up with Gardevoir. Just because I think her Gudra might carry Sludge Wave, which would be a problem against Gardevoir. But if we can get set up with our Gardevoir, then hopefully that we can take down her Mega Gardevoir. Man, it sucks because I really would have liked to have used a Mega in this because, well, we've had so many Pokemon that had the potential to Mega Evolve. We've got Gardevoir here, we've got Banette, Manectric, and then, you know, all those other Pokemon as well. And you have to go for Fire Blast, but you get the burn. Synchronize, haha. So now we don't have to worry about, like, you know, doing instant damage with Gudra. If it wants to go for a physical attack, that's great because it's burned. Alright, so let's go for another Calm Mind. Let's just keep on going for Calm Minds. I think I might just go for 2, just because, you know, just to, like, so it doesn't guarantee us that we sure shot everything, but just guarantees us so we do a lot of damage. Alright, so Calm Mind is obviously going to weaken her Fire Blasts, and now I'm just going to full restore this this burn off as well. Alright, so Gardevoir can get burned, and obviously we're going to heal up. We're going to get fully healed if we beat Diantha and take on AZ and what have you. So, you know, if obviously that's going to bring, you really could burn again. Like, how much percent does Fire Blast have the chance to burn? See, because that burn damage can add up to our death. That's what I'm worried about, because I don't know if Mega Gardevoir gets a speed boost or not, but because we are modest, we don't have a hindering speed nature, so I'm just thinking hopefully we can outspeed that Mega Gardevoir and then just hit it with a Moonblast. Oh my god, stop. I was gonna say, if you got the burn then again, I was not gonna be happy. Okay, so that you shouldn't heal from that range, so I'm just gonna go for a Moonblast now. Just because I know Gudra has got some crazy special defense, but that should still kill. Indeed it does. Alright, so now you're going to send in Aurorus. Aurorus carries Thunder Wave. Her Aurorus carries Thunder Wave, I think, just to slow everyone else down, so it can hit us as hard as it can. What we're going to do to Aurorus. I'm going to go for Moonblast. I don't know if it's Rock Resist Fairy or Ice Resist Fairy, but still takes down the Aurorus either way. Alright, so we got my Gardevoir against her Gardevoir. I didn't think it'd end up like this, but male Gardevoir versus female Gardevoir. Trace Synchronize, that's absolutely fine by me. You're going to get rid of it and go for Pixelate anyway. Oh god. Please, Gardevoir, take out your counterpart. We hit the Moonblast. Does it kill? I think that kills. It kills. Okay. Right. So we haven't won yet because we still got to take down AZ, and obviously it's going to be a lot harder for X because Y's practically won. All she just has to do now is just take down AZ. But I don't think I'm going to say that we don't complete the Nuzlocke as a whole until the other character beats it. So if X so happens to beat Diantha with 2 members being lost and everything, that'll be a miracle. I told you guys that in some way this would be harder than Wonder Type Lock, just because, like, if we lose team members, especially in Elite Four, then that's gonna blow. But my adventure is saved, so if this doesn't work, then, you know, we've lost the footage. Oh god. I'm trying to speed everything up because we're like 39 minutes into this now. I thought it'd take shorter, but oh well. Come Gibbs, your love for Pokemon in the way we'll record them here all night for eternity. I love how they're four in the middle of Pokeballs as well. Like, that's just great synchronization and everything right there. Congratulations on becoming Pokemon League Champion. Even though you're the champion, you haven't won a Nuzlocke yet. That's up to X's job, and your job in a minute, actually. A few days later, crowds of people be gathered in Lumiere City to celebrate the 5 defenders of the Kalos region and to cheer for its new champion, Gibbs. You know what, I'm just gonna, like, turn this cutscene up just because we haven't actually watched it on my channel, so hope you guys enjoy.